Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage, where today I'm with the 2024 Honda Goldwing Tour DCT 2024, and I feel really lucky to have this bike. I'm going to tell you why. All right, so it was about 1 year ago when I purchased the 2024 Goldwing, and at that time I had a 2018, which I bought brand new from Southeast Sales in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and enough time had gone by, about 6 years, model improvements and all that, and I thought, you know what, it's time to trade up or trade in, and I was going to trade the bike for the 24. And what happened is that one of the members in our Group 66 club had heard that I was going to trade the bike in, and they were very interested. So the neat thing is I was able to make a real fair deal to one of our group members. And the cool thing about that is that I get to see the bike going forward here. And it's kind of neat. And I'm also there to assist and help the new owner with questions or maintenance or all those sort of things. So I did pause a little bit thinking about, I'm thinking Honda might do something pretty special for the 2025 model year, because that would be the 50th year. And so the 50th anniversary models got announced just a few weeks ago, and it caused me to reflect a little bit here on the 24 versus the 25, and I can tell you I feel real lucky that I have the 2024 model. Well, it was just a few weeks ago that Honda did announce the 2025 model, and what was new? Basically some colors and some badging. So we've got a new color called Bordeaux, that's the red. And then there is also the Eternal Gold, which has caused a lot of great discussion. Some like it, some don't, but it certainly harkens back to 1970s station wagons. That's for sure, but it's kind of neat. Yeah, for sure. And so the badging that comes along with it, there's also some memorabilia that comes along with the anniversary models if you choose those. And you get a commemorative coffee table book. You also get a 3D model. And so the price has gone up, though, a little bit. I think it's around $500. But there is one unique model out in the color silver that doesn't have the badging or any of that stuff, and the price on that is exactly the same as last year, so that is interesting as well. So again, I'm very happy, very lucky that I have this model right here. All right, well, the theme of today's video is certainly luck. I feel lucky. You've heard me mention it a couple of times. And what the heck is luck? Well, luck to me is this combination. It's an equation of a couple of things: preparedness, timing, circumstances, and they all come together. And it's a kind of a unique force of nature for sure. And I've always felt like I've had a lot of good luck. Maybe because I'm a planner. I'm not sure. But to tell you a little bit about a quick story about how I ended up here is that I go back to 2018 when I first saw the new Goldwing, the pearl white 2018 Goldwing, and I had a BMW K1600 at the time, and there was a recall on that bike fairly early after I owned it, and the recall had to do with a major engine issue, some valves and shims and all of that, and there was a major disassembly. I was at a Honda dealer picking up some parts and had a chance to drive the 2018. They had a demo bike there with DCT, and I could not believe it. And so the timing was perfect because I didn't want to keep the BMW any longer, and Honda had overproduced motorcycles in 2018 with this new platform and this new model. So there are quite a few out there, and dealers were very aggressive, and Honda had provided some incentives, I think, to dealers to move those bikes. And so the timing was perfect. I moved into the Goldwing and have not looked back since. It's been terrific. And again, 6 years later, I decided to upgrade. And then getting back to this difference between the 24 and 25, obviously there's paint and some badging, but when you think about, I got a number of things that I think about this color. I love this color. The pearl white, the red and black piping, but this is the same frame, it's the same bike, it's the same generation, it's the same electronics, it's the same controls, storage, all of that. And so anyway, that's a little bit about explaining how I feel about the luck of having a 24. And the other thing that I didn't have to worry about was that if Honda came out with all these improvements for the anniversary model, well, then I'd have to start figuring out, is it worth it to trade up again? I don't have to worry about that at this point. And there is no doubt that the anticipation by the Honda community, the Honda Goldwing community, the anticipation was very high about what they were going to do for the 50th anniversary. And so the delivery on that from Honda fell way below, for sure. So I'm glad everything has worked out. Hey, if you're interested, for sure, in a Honda Goldwing, the best thing to do is, if you haven't ever owned one, is go ride one. Find a friend, go to the dealer, go ride one, and you'll know right away, about what this machine is all about. It's incredible, for sure. And I would tell you that the DCT transmission, when I rode that for the first time, I couldn't believe it. Now I'm on to this next kind of generation of DCT with some of the improvements. And I recently purchased a 2024 Honda Africa Twin with DCT. That's the only way I was going to buy that bike, was to have the DCT transmission in that, because it's just fantastic. And so my dilemma coming up here for one of the big rides that our group is going to be doing is, what bike do I take? We're going to be heading out west to Wyoming and Montana and Idaho. We're going to be riding the Beartooth Pass. We're going to be riding the Lolo Pass, and just some terrific, iconic motorcycle roads. And so I'm trying to figure out, do I take the Goldwing, which would be awesome, or do I take the Africa Twin with the DCT and just enjoy everything that that has to offer? So maybe leave me a comment down below in the comments section. What bike should I take on this trip coming up in June? And I'd like to take both, but I'm only taking one. If you are interested in a 2024 model, there's still some out there. You ought to check with your local Honda dealer. You could go to the Honda website and do a search for inventory, but there's some 24s out there, and a few of the websites that I went to, they had some very nice discounts, and also waiving some freight and setup. So I know dealers are very much anticipating, probably in March, bringing in some of the 25s. So if you're interested, there's some good deals to be had out there for sure. And there's a number of those out there still in the white pearl color with the red and black accent, if you like that. Anyway, go check it out. Like I said, if you've got questions about the Honda Goldwing, go ride one. That'll answer most of it. In the meantime, if there's some questions that you think I can help answer for you, I'm on my second Goldwing here. I've gone through tires. I've done all my own maintenance. I know a lot about this bike and would be happy to assist you with your decision making. And happy to do that for sure. So hit me up in the comments section and we'll do our best to get back to you quickly. So That's a wrap for now. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. If you're new to the channel, glad you could join today. Please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. That would be awesome. And to all the subscribers that are out there, you've really helped grow the channel here in this last year. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I've developed just a really nice friendship, brotherhood, and camaraderie with lots of you out there, and that's always appreciated, and I'll always have that. And so thanks again for tuning in, as always, and until next time, take care.